First, open your browser and go to colab.research.google.com. When the page loads, look at the top left corner, click on File, and then select New Notebook in Drive. This will automatically create a fresh workspace and save it directly to your Google Drive. By default, the new notebook will have a generic name like Untitled 0 IPYNB. To make it easier to recognize later, click on the file name at the top left, type a meaningful name, for example, Python Crash Course, and then press Enter. Finally, to make sure all your work is saved, go to File, Save, or simply press Ctrl+S on your keyboard. If you're signed into Google Drive, the notebook will be stored there automatically, so you can access it anytime and from any device. Before we can build powerful programs, we need to understand data types in Python. A data type simply tells us what kind of information we're working with, and Python has several built-in types you'll use all the time. The first type is numbers. Python supports integers like 10, floating point numbers like 3.14, and even complex numbers if you need them. You can do all the usual math: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and more. The first line, hash numbers, int, float, basic arithmetic, is a comment. In Python, anything that starts with hash is ignored by the computer and is only meant to help humans understand what the code is about. Here, the comment tells us that this section will demonstrate how integers, floats, and basic arithmetic operations work in Python. Next, the line a equals 10, hash int creates a variable named a and stores the integer value 10 inside it. The hash int at the end is just a comment to remind us that this value is an integer type. The line b equals 3.5. Hash float defines another variable named b and assigns it the value 3.5. Since this number has a decimal point, it is stored as a float, which means a floating point number in Python. The line print, a plus b equals a plus b, tells Python to calculate the result of a plus b. Since a is 10 and b is 3.5, their sum is 13.5. The print function then displays the text a plus b equals, followed by the computed value 13.5. This shows how addition works between an integer and a float, producing a float result. Next, print a times b equals. A times b multiplies the two variables. Here, 10 times 3.5 equals 35.0. The result is also a float because one of the numbers is a float. The print function displays a times b equals, along with the result, 35.0. The line print a, floor divided by 2 equals. A, floor divided by 2, uses the floor division operator. Instead of giving the exact decimal result, floor division divides the number and then rounds the result down to the nearest whole number. Since 10 floor division 2 equals exactly 5, the output is 5. If we had done 10 floor division 3, it would output 3 instead of 3.333. In print, a modulo 3 equals a mod 3, the modulo operator calculates the remainder of division. Here, 10 modulo 3 means divide 10 by 3 and return what is left over. 3 goes into 10 3 times. 3 times 3 is equal 9, with a remainder of 1. So the output is a mod 3 equals 1. Finally, the line print a raised to 2 equals a to the power of 2 uses the exponentiation operator to raise a to the power of 2, so 10 raised to 2 equals 100, and the output is a to the power of 2 is equals 100. In our next video, we're going to dive deeper into one of the most important data types in Python, strings. You'll learn how to combine strings using concatenation and how to make your output look cleaner with f-strings, which let you embed variables directly inside your text. We'll also cover indexing, how to grab individual characters from a string, and slicing, which allows you to extract just the parts you need. For example, we can take the first character of Python, or the last 3 letters, all with just a single line of code. By the end of that lesson, You'll not only know how to store text, but also how to format it, manipulate it, and display it in a professional way. Strings are everywhere in Python, and this skill will make your programs much more powerful and user-friendly. So, stay tuned for our next video, where we unlock the power of strings.